Hello, everybody. It's in the wee hours of the morning. This is 6 o'clock or something like that. 6:05. Gee, it's late. It's late already. It's 6:05, and well, the it's Wednesday, which is a lot of people say Hump Day. I don't know why they say Hump Day. I mean, there's some people who work Thursday to Sunday or Thursday to Saturday or whatever. So Hump Day is, I guess, is most of the people. Most of the people work Monday to Friday, uh, except if you're like me. You know, if you have, and I call myself half man because when I was in the hospital, I used I used to say I'm half dead and half alive. And people were like, "Wow, man, why you say that for?" And I said, "Well, that's how I feel. Like I got one foot in the box and another foot on a banana peel." You know. Um, I just left a prayer meeting. We have a Zoom prayer meeting at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I also heard that there was another church that was doing it in Spanish. I guess they were doing it. And it's very nearby here. It's an Assembly of God church. What is it, Centro Hispanico or something like that? I don't remember the name, but these Zoom meetings, man, they're really opening up my eyes to a lot of things. And excuse me, I don't know if it's they say you yawn when you're tired and you yawn when you're hungry. I guess I'm both. So let me see, how can I mix those two words together? Tired and hungry. I don't know. To hungry, to hungry. Uh, but anyway, man, I in this. I guess when I prayed, God use me and do whatever you have to do to get me to the point where I'm useful to you. I never in 1,000 years would have thought that this would be the way that God would have moved. I thought I thought it was gonna be how do you say I'm gonna manifest the gifts of the spirit. Like in a cluster kind of thing. Like have 5 or 6 of them. Like bang 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 and be like start wearing clothes like start wearing how do you say the John the Baptist clothes, and go out to the Hillsborough River, or whatever, or the Alafaya, yeah, probably the Alafaya. No, not the Alafaya. The Alafaya had they got contaminated there a couple of years ago with some kind of metals or something that were thrown in the water. But go out to the Hillsborough River or something, or go out to the beach. Go to Clearwater Beach. There you go. Go to Clearwater Beach, one of the most famous beaches, I guess, of all Florida, and certainly one of the most beautiful. Or St. Pete Beach. Go out there and start preaching to everybody. But well, one thing that's good is that it's a public place, right? They're not gonna kick me out of there. I can do pretty much anything over there. They ain't gonna kick me out. As long as I keep my pants on. As long as my shirts stay on. Which sometimes is a problem. I'm not gonna say it's not. Um, but I think I think it's kind of weird, man. I was just telling some of the people that were talking. I don't think it's a good idea of me talking who said what, but I'll just say that that some people were talking about their experiences in the military, and I love to see war movies. Absolutely love it. I mean, when I see people who go beyond the fear and beyond, normal reactions to overcome, like Sergeant York. I love that movie. I mean, and then there's so many others that have I used to look at the the story of this guy Audie Murphy. You know, and, I mean that's a real hero right there. That's a real overcomer. You know, but there's people who overcame stuff in the Bible that were tremendous. You know, look at Samson. You know, I mean, finally he overcame. You know, yeah, he did lose his sight, and yeah, they had him around for sport, but look at how he ended, man. He ended with a bang, or should I say a boom, a crash, big crash. You know, took 5,000 Philistines, you know, with him to death, but they were separated there. That's it, you know. That was the worst that Samson was going to. This earth was the closest to hell that he ever got, and he had a pretty fantastic life. I mean anybody who can do the stuff that he did physically, you know, that was an incredible blessing. You know, some people they always show Samson as a real strong guy. You know, but what if he wasn't a strong guy? I mean, physically. And what if you was to see him and he doesn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Terry Crews or something? You know, what if he was like an ordinary Joe? Like, you know, maybe he was like a little overweight. You know, sort of like me. You know, as many people put in their profiles on the dating websites, a few extra pounds, and then when you go over there, that's a few extra pounds. Once you get past 100, that's not a few extra pounds. That's a lot of extra pounds. You know. I mean, I was when I was up to 265, I think in New York. I remember they put down. I read one of the doctor's reports. Don't ask me how I got it, okay? Don't you ever leave me in the office alone. I don't care what they got going on outside. Don't ever leave me in the office alone, okay? I will go through all your files. I will what? I will take your card away, your card that you used to get into the to get into the system. I will take your card. I would check up on what's the real deal, because sometimes they tell you one thing, man, and they really, you know, it's a whole other thing. You know, they won't tell you stuff in the face. You know, this one doctor he put down that I was how was it? I was at 265. I think the normal weight for my height it was 160. Now I don't know who makes these things up actually. I mean, you know, I don't know who makes these things up, but you know, I guess they like skinny people. A skinny person made this up. A skinny person made this up, and or maybe somebody who wanted people to have how do you say mental problems. You know, they they said let's just randomly say, you know, a guy who's 5'6", they have to be like 160 pounds. You know, this way they'll be suicidal or something, or we'll just let them get the guilt. Oh. Well, um, I'm just. I mean, I've earnestly prayed for death, man. When I was in the hospital, you know, and I saw myself just bedridden, just barely being able to get to a wheelchair to go to the bathroom, you know, or they need to help me if I was walking towards the bathroom using a walker, and and there was this guy who was in the same room as me. This is the first day that I was there. And this guy who was with me, he was able to walk to the bathroom by himself, sometimes sometimes with a cane. And I saw that. I said, "Oh man," I said that would be so nice to be able to go to the bathroom like that. You know, not have to. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing. Man. I even put my chessboard out, man, because I saw this one movie where the Death Angel was like playing chess with the. I think it was the. What was it? It's an old movie, man. I think it had I forget the actor's name. He's like I think he's like Swedish or something like that. he actually did, I think, the part of Jesus in one thing. I don't know, Maximilian Schno was it? I don't know who it was. No, it wasn't Maximilian Schno, but I know it was one. It was a movie that I recently just saw it on the Critteren channel, because on there they got all these classic movies and stuff. These things that you just don't see on regular television or HBO or Showtime. You might show it once in a while, but it was about this knight who he goes around playing chess with the Death Angel, and he would ask the Death Angel, well, why, who are you gonna get now, and the Death Angel would I think he told him that it was like a little girl, that he was going to take. In the night, he decided to play chess with uh, with the Death Angel, so that this way he would kind of like keep the Death Angel from taking that little girl, you know. And I thought that was fantastic. That what happened there, and I think it's uh, I think it's a beautiful thing, that some people sacrifice themselves. Jesus was the ultimate sacrificer, right? I mean, he died for all the sins that I've done, for all the sins that I will do. Hopefully, the ones that I will do are nothing like the ones that I left in the past. But there is rebellion there. I'm not gonna say no. Um, uh, when I prayed, God, use me and do whatever you have to do to me, just to get me to that place. You know, because I realized that there was something that wasn't allowing me to be very useful in the kingdom of God. And my heart is with children. My heart is with evangelism. Um, I just love that. I love that. And there's I read these books like Life Without Limbs or something like that with by Nick Van Juvic, I think is his name, the guy with no limbs. And I think that's fantastic that people can overcome like that. That guy has the right attitude, and it's amazing. That people can actually stay, you know, positive in that situation. You know, well, it's 13 minutes now, so I'm gonna let you people go. And I got a lot of things to do today on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to go to church service on Wednesday. They have a Wednesday like a worship on from 12 to 1. So I plan to be there. And then tonight is Wednesday night. I mean, I might go to church, or I might go visiting a friend. But anyway, you people have yourself a great day. I have a lot of plans today, so I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is just stay here in more prayer and read the Bible. Make sure I get that out the way, and then maybe when the sun comes out, I'll go out and do what I have to do. You know, um, I have to go to a couple of places, and get like papers and stuff that I can turn into, see about getting a new place to stay. And well, I'm just happy that we can actually have that opportunity. If God would have answered my prayer and taken me away, I wouldn't be doing this now, right? Well, maybe I could do it, but it'd be kind of freaking to have a film of a guy uh, talking from the dead. That'd be kind of freaking. But anyway, God bless everybody. Um, I do have a prayer list, so if you have a prayer request, you can leave it here. You can leave it on my Facebook, and I'll put down the how do you say, the link to my Facebook, so that this way people can see it. God bless everybody. Bye bye.